Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Tips Off. I'm going to do for the March 26th NHL games. So 12 games on the docket tonight. We're going to start off with the Stars and the Sharks. So now he's going reverse chronological order, whatever. So to start off with, Wyatt Johnston would score at 12:06 from Jamie Benn, shorthanded. Marchand will put the Stars up 2-0 at 16:28 of the first from Sam Steele. Second period, at 14 seconds in, Jason Robertson scores unassisted. Barabanov would answer for the Sharks 54 seconds of the second from Eklund and Ruda. Eklund would score on his own 2 minutes from Bordelot and Granlund on the power play. Jamie Benn would score from Wyatt Johnston and Nils Lundqvist at 8:05 of the second period. Clint Costin would score for the Sharks at 8:58 from Mikael Granlund. Wyatt Johnston would score his second of the game, I believe. Yep. From Jamie Benn and Joe Pavelski at 10:13. Third period, Robertson scores from Heiskanen and hits on the power play at 11:45, and that's how it would end. 6-3 for the Stars. Your 3 stars, Jamie Benn, Johnson, and Robertson. Your 3 stars are also 3 stars, apparently. Okay, moving on to the Coyotes and the Blue Jackets. So Josh Doan, his first NHL game with his dad looking on. So in the first period, 11:45, Boone Jenner scores with the Blue Jackets from Goudreau and Renzi on the power play. Michelli would score at 14:55 the second from Jersey and Keller on the power play. Josh Doan with his first NHL goal at 16:33 unassisted. Zach Renzi would answer to tie it up for the Blue Jackets from Jenner and Goudreau on the power play at 19:21. Josh Doan with his second NHL goal from Matthias Michelli and Michael Kesslering. He would score at 11:32 of the third. Bukestad would score at 14:49 of the third from Schmaltz and Jersey. Schmaltz would score one of his own from Karl Vejmelka, short-handed at 16:02. And then in 1949, Guenther would score unassisted, short-handed as well. The Coyotes take it 6-2. Your 3 stars, Doan, Michelli, and Schmaltz. So there's that one. Seattle and Anaheim. In the first period, Eli Tolvanen scores from Matty Beniers and Jamie Alexiak at 7:50 of the first. Eberle would score at 16:51 of the first from Jerry McCann, former Canuck, and Justin Schultz on the power play. Second period at 5:08, Bjorkstrand would score from Tolvanen and Beniers on the power play. And then at 15:55 of the second, Beniers would score from Eli Tolvanen. Third period, there's no scoring. Seattle takes it 4-0. Your 3 stars, Beniers, Tolvanen, and Decord. Montreal and Colorado. So in the first period, Nathan MacKinnon scores 43 seconds in from Rantanen and Taves. Shortly thereafter, about 11 seconds after, 9 seconds, I don't know. At 52 seconds, Nick Suzuki ties it up from Slafkovsky and Savard. At 14:53, Yoel Armia would score from Newhook and Gooley to give the Canadiens the lead. Second period, there'd be no scoring. Third period, there'd be no scoring. Final score 2-1 from Montreal. Your 3 stars, Armia, Montembeault, and McKinnon. Alright, moving on to Edmonton and Winnipeg. The first period, there's no scoring. Second period, Appleton opens up the scoring at 4:43 from Connor and Lowry. Draisaitl would tie it up at 11:46 from Fogle and McDavid. Brown would score from Ekholm and Ceci at 13:29. Third period, Nugent Hopkins would score from McDavid on the power play at 6:10. At 9:39, Dillon would score from Scheifele and Pionk. And then at 10:39, Monahan would tie it up from Ehlers and Pionk. Then in overtime, Hyman would score at 1:22 from Nugent Hopkins. Your 3 stars, Monahan, McDavid, and Dillon. 4-3 Edmonton overtime in that one. New Jersey and Toronto. In the first period, Tyler Bertuzzi scores from Max Domi and TJ Brody at 1:04. Luke Hughes would score at 4:25 from Jesper Bratt and Nico Hischier. Hischier would score one of his own at 17:56 from Bratt and Meyer to put the Devils up 2-1 going into the second period. Second period at 3:14, William Nylander scores from Connor Timmins and Matthew Nyes. Matthews would add another one for the Leafs at 4:51 from Lyubushkin and Brody. Meyer would score from Bratt and Hischier at 5:53 the second, and then Max Woolman would score at 13:05 from Curtis Lazar, former Canuck, and Chris Tierney. Third period at 16:47, Jack Hughes would score from Chris Lazar, former Heck. And then Hughes would complete the hat trick. No. Okay, he would get a second goal of the game shortly thereafter. At 18:51 of the third from Lazar, from Canuck, and Brendan Smith into the empty net. 6-3 New Jersey, your 3 stars, Heischer, Pratt, and Allen. So, New Jersey has goaltending now, I guess. Detroit versus Washington. In the first period, there's no scoring. Second period, Nick Dowd from Canuck would score at 2:09 from Nick Jensen. Also might be a former Canuck. Possibly. I cannot remember. And Beck Melinstone. DeBrincat would score at 4:53 from Jeff Petrie and JT Compher. Perron would score at 19:17 in the first from JT Compher and Dylan Larkin on the power play. McMichael would score 35 seconds into this third period from Oshie and Fairbury. Strom would score 4:49 from Carlson and Pacioretty. Patrick Kane would tie it up at 14:40 from DeBrincat. And then Strom would score the overtime winner for the Capitals at 1:55 from John Carlson and Hendrix Lapierre. Washington takes it 4-3. Your 3 stars are Strom, McMichael, and DeBrincat. So there's that one. Penguins and Hurricanes. In the first period, there's no scoring. Second period, Jesse Puljujärvi scores from Lars Eller and Valtteri Puustinen at 2:41. Dmitry Orlov would score unassisted at 11:17 for the Canes. Russ would put the Penguins back on top at 18:09, the second from Crosby. Third period, O'Connor would score from Crosby into the empty net at 18:04. And then at 19:37, Crosby would score unassisted into the empty net. The Penguins take it 4-1. Your 3 stars are Nedeljkovic, Puljujärvi, and Rust. Florida and Boston. In the first period, Evan Rodriguez opens up the scoring 27 seconds in from Barkov and Tarasenko. McAvoy would score from Grzelcyk and Zacha at 17:43. Ryan Howard would score yet again at 18:56 from Listerine and Kulikov. Second period at 15:59, Pastrnak would score from McAvoy. Third period at 9:53, Verhaeghe would score from OVL, from Canuck, and Matthew Tkachuk. At 15:38, Frederick would score from Marchand and Swayman on the power play. And then Zacha would score from Pastrnak and Weatherspoon at 17:39. Boston takes it 4-3. Your 3 stars are Zacha, Pastrnak, and Reinhart. Philadelphia and the Rangers. The first period there's no scoring. Second period at 2:58, Scott Laughton opens up the scoring from Konechny and Sanheim. At 11:39, Poland would score from Laughton and Zamula on the power play. Zibanejad would put the Rangers on the board from Panarin and Fox on the power play at 15:28. Third period, a lot of goals here. At 1:23, Brodzinski scores from Kakko. Lafreniere would score unassisted at 2:57. 6:45, Konechny scores unassisted. At 9:34, Trocheck scores from Zibanejad shorthanded. At 11:45, Owen Tippett would score from Morgan Frost. Lafreniere unassisted again at 13:59. Forrester unassisted at 16:29. And then in overtime, 36 seconds in, Adam Fox wins it from Trocheck and Panarin, giving them 100 points and clinching. They're in the playoffs now. First team to clinch. They take that one 5-6. Your 3 stars are Fox, Lafreniere, and Zibanejad. So congratulations to the Rangers. I don't want to meet you in the final, so if you could, not, that'd be great. Because I don't know if, I've probably said it before, I have Vancouver winning at 5 over Carolina. Fight me. So, that's in the final. So, whatever. Calgary and Chicago now. The first period at 3:35, Seth Jones scores from Khrushchev and Bedard in the power play. Dickinson, former Canuck, would score from Anderson and Slaggert at 15:15. Second period, there's no scoring. Third period, Dickinson, former Canuck, would score from Joey Anderson and Landon Slaggert again at 4:15. And then Mackenzie Weegar would score from Kadri and Jerry at 12:25. Your 3 stars are Dickinson, Slaggert, and Mrazek. Chicago takes it 3-1 over Calgary. Vegas and Nashville. In the first period, Ivan Barbashev would score at 2:55 from Jack Eichel and Jonathan Marchessault. Brett Howden would score from Mantha and Carlson at 15:08. Theodore would then score at 16:43 from Cotter and Stevenson. Second period, Jankowski would score from Evangelista and Lazon at 14:33. Carlson would score from Hannafin and Mantha at 19:03 of the second period. Third period, O'Reilly scores at 5:52 from Gustav Nyquist. Forsberg would score from Zucker and Jankowski at 12:17. Nyquist would then score from O'Reilly and Forsberg on the power play at 12:57 to tie it up. And then in overtime, 40 seconds in, Yossi scores from O'Reilly and Forsberg. Your three stars are Yossi, O'Reilly, and Jankowski. Nashville takes it 5-4, extending their point streak to 18 games. Good for them. And that's it for the 26th. So I will watch when I can tonight, and get back to you tomorrow with another review. So like if you liked it, subscribe if you liked it, and I'll see you guys next time. Adios.